Welcome to this video. On this video we're going to talk about how to create lines in AutoCAD. And so I've put together a list of steps of how to go about creating lines. So those of you who aren't that comfortable with AutoCAD or just haven't used AutoCAD, you've got a list of steps that you can work through and methodically work through to create lines. And then for those of you who know how to use AutoCAD, I've got a couple tips worked in here on some good habits to get into, so maybe break some old habits. So just to work through these 9 steps. So when you're drawing a line, the first thing to do is to set your drawing aids. Turn your drawing aids on or off the way you want them to create your line. Next thing, set your current layer so that the content you're creating gets assigned to the correct layer. Third, start to the line command. Number 4, click or enter coordinates of your first point. So you need to tell AutoCAD where you want to start from. And then you've got an option here. You can use the undo command. So if you made a mistake in step 4, you can undo that mistake and then continue on. Or you just continue to the next step. And step 6 is you click your next point, enter coordinates of your next point, or use the direct distance entry to specify next point. And so what we're doing today, we're going to be using that direct distance entry method to specify the next point. And then step 7 just says continue to specify next point as we did in step 6. So just repeat step 6 until you've drawn all the lines you need to draw. And then in step 8 you've got an option. You can use the close option for the line command, and that will return back to the start point. Or just go to the last step, and the last step is how to finish your line command. So after you're done drawing lines, you can either hit enter, hit escape, hit spacebar, or right click to finish the command or to cancel the command. And so what that's going to look like is if we go to AutoCAD, I've got an example here for you Chevy fans. I kind of drew up a crude bow tie. And so we're going to work through this of how to create this bow tie accurately in AutoCAD. And so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this drawing. And so when you open up AutoCAD, your screen should look like this. Just go ahead and click on Start a Drawing. And that'll open up that default template. I'm just going to paste this bow tie in here so we have something to start from. Okay, so there's your sizes and your angles for your bow tie. And so step 1 was to set our drawing aids. So those drawing aids are everything down here. And so just to make sure that we are all starting from the same spot, anything that's blue is turned on, anything that's white is turned off. And so we want everything to be white except this icon for dynamic input. It should be turned on. And then we can leave our icon for hardware acceleration, we can leave it on. So those should be the only 2 icons that are blue. Everything else should be white. I'll go ahead and give you a second to do that. The next thing is to set our current layer. And so here we have layers, and we're going to talk about layers a lot in the upcoming videos. But our next step would be to set the current layer. Right now we only have 1 layer in this drawing, and that's the 0 layer. So it's already set for us, so we're good there. Next thing is to start our line command. So we can come up in the ribbon and we can click on line, but the habit I want you to get into is using the shortcut, the keyboard shortcuts to start your commands. So keyboard shortcut for line is L, so just type L and hit spacebar. Step 4 is then to click a point to start from, and I'm just going to click some random point, and we're going to start drawing from there. Step 5 is to click undo or continue to the next step. So I haven't made a mistake, so I'll just continue on to step 6. Step 6 is click next point, enter coordinates of next point, or use direct distance entry to specify next point. So we're going to use direct distance entry to specify our next point. And so that's just going to be by just going to your keyboard, type in from our start point we want to move 1.5 inches. So I'll type 1.5, I'll hit tab, and then I'll enter my angle. And so for this it's going to be 0, and then I hit enter and it creates that line for me. So if that line turned out correct, you can continue on to the next lines. If you made a mistake, it's fairly easy just to correct that mistake. Just come down in your command line and click on undo. and that just undoes the last point. And so I can then type it in again. Just type in 1.5, hit tab, and I'll type 0 and then hit enter, and then I can move on to my next one. The key with direct distance entry is you want to put your cursor in approximately the location that you want to draw. And so my next one's going to be 1 inch long. I hit tab, and that's going to be, by using a little bit of geometry, the angle here is going to be 135 because it's going to be 90 degrees plus the 45-degree angle. So I'll type 135 and hit enter, and then move in approximately the direction I want to draw. I'll do 3 inches and 0 degrees, hit enter. Next one, 1 inch, I'll hit tab, I'll do 45 degrees, hit enter. Move in the direction I want to draw, type in 1.5 inches, hit tab, hit 0 degrees, hit enter. Move in approximately the direction I want to draw, be 1.5, hit tab, type in 45, and then this last line here that I wanted to get around to is going to be 1.5 inches long, and then this one is going to be to draw back to the left. It's going to be 180 degrees. So I'll do 1.5, 180 degrees. Now go ahead and do the rest yourself. And when you get over to this point right here, I want you to stop, and I want to show you the close command in the line command. So go ahead and take a few minutes to get all the way around, stop at that point, and then we'll finish it up. Alright, so hopefully you're all the way back over to this point, and we should still have just our line command just active. And what I wanted to show you is the use of using close in the line command. And so close will only work is if you started from the same point and drew this continuously all the way around. Then when we use the close option, it's going to draw this last line for us. So I'll just come down here and click on close, and close returns back to my start point. It finishes off my drawing, and now I've got my completed bow tie, and that's using the direct distance entry method. The keys for using direct distance entry is you have to have dynamic input turned on. That's a must, and just remember you tab to get between your distance box and your direction box. Alright, so to summarize what we've talked about today, our line command are different steps. First thing, set your drawing aids. Second thing, set your current layer. Third thing, start your line, and I recommend using the keyboard shortcuts. So for line, that would be hitting L and then hit enter. Just click some random point to start from, and then you just start specifying your next point. We use the direct distance entry method. Step 7, just continue clicking points until you've finished. Step 8, use the close option if it applies. If not, for step 9, just hit enter, escape, spacebar, or you can right click to cancel the command. So that's our line command. Thanks for listening, and good luck.